if you're stealing pitches now with PitchCom, then you ain't getting them from the catcher unless he sets up a certain way. You're getting them from the pitcher if you're getting them.
José Berríos versus Cal Raleigh is the beef that you didn't know you needed, but it was kind of interesting this weekend. They thought that Cal was delivering signs to hitters, and Cal said no. And benches, friendly, hellos, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to say cleared. So here's what Cal was doing, making some moves as pitches were coming through, and some people thought they were catching certain things. The funny thing is, whatever they were doing, if they were doing something, none of it worked, okay? Rowdy struck out on 4 pitches, and Rowdy had a huge weekend, so it wasn't from Cal. Dylan Moore popped out 1 pitch later, and then later when Cal doubled after they had gotten into it, next batter, whoever it was, struck out on 4 pitches. That was it. So they didn't get anything out of it. Let's start with Kratz. Do you think he was stealing any signs? And also, who really cares? Because you're allowed to do this.
Yeah, I don't understand why this is still why we're still pissed about this. Like, we've been able to hide it whatever way we can hide it. If you're out at second now, like, everything's fair game. And I read something that a Toronto writer was saying, Berríos does some of the best hiding of the pitches. So he must have had them in another way. There's a billion other ways that you can figure it out. Even if before he gets it into his glove, the way that Alejandro Kirk sets up, the way that Alejandro Kirk sets up late, early, slides in, slides away, whatever it is, like, you can relay that stuff. That is helpful. But it clearly didn't happen in the time. But I love this. I love it. They're locked in. They're afraid someone else is taking their signs. That means they care about the game.
I'll tell you this. All the years I played, there was one team that was accused of stealing signs more than anyone, and it wasn't the Mariners. It was the Blue Jays. We had to go to every time we went to Toronto, before PitchCom, we had to do multiple signs, change them every inning. Because there was a dude in center field, and they're going to deny it, but there was a dude standing up and sitting down on certain pitches that we caught as the White Sox. We caught him. Mm-hmm. Dead ass caught him. With a little, he had like a little, we sent up our freaking, Rick Hahn, we sent up Rick Hahn to look at him.
Rick Hahn did it?
Matt Thornton sat like this, his back to home plate. Like this, in the bullpen. And Kratz, the bullpens are way up high. And he only looked at this one guy in a white jacket. And he stood up and sat down. He called every pitch. He's like, breaking ball, fastball, every pitch. And he wasn't even looking at the field. He did it for a whole inning.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you guys tell on him?
What were we going to do? Rick Hahn, our
Commissioner
GM, went up there, and there was a dude, he had like a little camera, and he would sit up, and Rick Hahn went up to him and said something. The guy left. From that moment on, we friggin' multiple signs every inning, switched signs every inning. The whole time in Toronto. And look, Kratz played for the Blue Jays, so he can't say nothing.
Yes, he
can. I can say whatever I want. I was there for,
what did they say?
I don't know how long. 3 months. Dude, that accusation is one of many against other
listen,
teams.
I don't believe it either, but I'm telling you that one I saw with my own eyes. I was catching and I heard about it, and I could see the guy, and then he went up there and it was gone. And I'm just saying.
How about this one? How about this one in Chicago with Chris Sale and Victor Martinez?
Oh, the bullpen got the binoculars.
No, that was Mick Billmeyer with the Phillies in Colorado. He got in trouble for having binoculars. There's always something. There's always something like that. The one with the white T-shirt or the white jacket guy, I heard about that before I got to the Blue Jays. I think that probably would have been when I was there as a minor leaguer. So we heard about it in the minor leagues. And Vernon Wells is like, no chance. And then when Jose Bautista was there, people were blaming Jose for stuff because Jose, had his career before, and then he went to the Blue Jays, and he had an unbelievable career for those years. The one thing that people forget is maybe that was happening, maybe it wasn't. I'm not saying it was or it wasn't. But exactly what Cal Raleigh was doing, if he was sending signs in, guys were doing that forever. So what you need to start doing is looking up, okay, so-and-so's on second base. What is his batting average when this person's on second base? And that's when you start getting the correlation of dudes that are sending signs in. If the Mariners are that good at sending signs in, they ain't working right now. They need to figure something else out. And in this case, I don't think he was sending anything in because big league hitters that know what's coming usually do some good damage, or they chase a pitch that is like way off the plate. They're rarely off balance.
Listen, I don't know, but I'm just telling you what I was told and what I saw, and that's it in Toronto. No, listen, they denied it. I know they denied it. Whatever. Great. That's why we fought back with changing signs every inning, right? It's fine. Here's my thing. If you're stealing pitches now with PitchCom, then you ain't getting them from the catcher unless he sets up a certain way. You're getting them from the pitcher if you're getting them. In the video I saw, Cal Raleigh's just standing there. So I don't know. Listen, I know their hitting coach, Kevin Seitzer, was always big on trying to get signs and trying to relay them when I played for him. But listen, I don't know how you get them now unless you can see it in your glove or you do what Severino was doing when he would look to third. Right? There has to be a tip somewhere there.
The pitcher might have had
the pitcher or the catcher. Now, listen, we used to get pitchers off catchers too now, right? Because they would set up different ways for different pitches, and you could have a base coach do something. Now, I mean, that was the thing too. So there was always people looking for stuff, right? But maybe Berríos was tipping. I don't know. Again, I don't know what was going on. But I know Cal Raleigh, every time he goes to Toronto, hits like 7 homers. So maybe they need to try to do something different with him. That dude, he should play for the Blue Jays. I'm serious. Seriously. I mean, he crushes them every time.
More in a minute, but first, a quick word from our sponsor of this video.
Kratz, do you like spending an hour on grocery shopping?
Nope. Speed up the process, please.
Introducing Hungry Root to the FT fam.
Now we can all be bougie with our own personal shopper to handle the food shopping, including recs based on what you're looking to put in your body.
I stack my Hungry Root box with items like gluten-free, dairy-free blueberry waffles for breakfast, shrimp veggie bowls for lunch, and a little filet mignon with potatoes and broccolini for dinner.
You can also say just, hey, Hungry Root, I eat paleo, or I'm vegetarian, and they load up your cart with personalized recommendations.
And those recs keep evolving as they learn about what you're into. Also, no BS, as in no artificial sweeteners or preservatives in any of Hungry Root's food. You're going to love Hungry Root as much as FT does. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/FT and use code FT. That's hungryroot.com/FT, code FT to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life.
And now back to the video.
Rowdy Tellez had a grand slam in that game where the two sides got a little friendlier. And then he also hit a 2-run homer yesterday. He's on fire right now, our boy Rowdy, but he truck sticked. What's his name? Roden? I'm forgetting the first name.
Yeah. Yep.
Alan?
Did he kick his helmet when he went by too?
No.
Kick his helmet just
he
for good
tagged
luck?
him, walked away, and didn't say anything, nothing, right? So there's the truck stick with him kind of flexing the back, getting the hit. Roden tested himself out because obviously we'll get into this later, but Arise had a scary collision.
Yeah, but Arise went face to shoulder. That's why his was bad.
But they ran right to him. It's like, are you okay? Whatever. Rowdy was just like, who's up next?
First of all, I texted Rowdy right after and I told him he was lucky it wasn't me.
What did he say?
Lucky you or something. I'm like, dude, you would have been on the IL for the rest of your
Rowdy's
career.
bigger than you, though. I'm not saying for like a fight, but just if you guys both collide.
If I'm going full speed and I hit Rowdy, he's going down. Okay? Let's just say that now.
I don't know.
I'm not going down like that. I promise.
No. You've got size on Mr. Roden.
There's a guy you can ask. His name's Michael Barrett. He got real mad. Then he swung at me. I mean, he didn't stay still where I hit him.
I want to see it. Rowdy's bigger than Michael.
Rowdy's like a bowling pin, upside down bowling pin, though. All right, you just got to hit him low. Take him low. Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Rowdy's listed
Vicious.
6'4", 270.
Okay.
What are you listed? Do you know what you're listed on Baseball
Probably
Reference?
6'3", 250,
Nailed it.
which is not my real weight either.
But either way, that's actually pretty close.
Yeah. I'm closer to the 265. I played my whole career like 265.
Don't sleep on the size here.
I can win. You know, I can win every time, Kratz. This is way off subject. I can win the guess your weight if you go to the carnival. I win that every time because they're like 210, and I'm like, give me my free blow up pet unicorn doll thing.
210.
Oh, they're always like 220, and I'm like, yeah, right.
Baseball players are actually tough because often you'll look at the player and you'll be like, oh, okay, like he's a big dude, but not huge, and then the lower half is
until
usually
you
big
see
for
baseball
most guys.
players up close. People think because they see Jose Altuve and they see Dustin Pedroia, and they're like, oh, they're little. And then they see real like you walk. I say this all the time. Walk into a major league clubhouse, and I'm big, and these dudes are massive now. Pitchers, every pitcher's like 6'5" and bigger, and every position player, if they're 6'2" or less, they are like, ooh. I mean, every one of them. There is no small people that play professional sports.
I'm with you. Anyway, I just want to reiterate.
Rowdy, what'd they say in Major League?
They said a lot of things.
No, what'd they say? Get off the tracks when the train's coming through, Rowdy, just so you know.
Mariners, by the way, are 12-10. So are the Blue Jays. It's fine. It's good.
They're fine. 22 games in.
Hanging around. Yeah, it's early.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.